Hi guys, I hope that you're all having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share my best purchases for 2021. We have bags, we have accessories, and other goodies. We have loads to talk about. So I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so let's begin with handbags because I feel like that's what most people want to see. And I don't think any of these items are going to surprise you, to be honest. Okay, so as far as handbags go, one of them has got to be the Gucci Ophidia Denim Tote. I love this bag. I think it is amazing, and I especially love the combination of the dark brown leather with this denim. I think it's beautiful. It's not like that washed out denim. It's not dingy looking. It doesn't look funky. I think that they complement each other very nicely, and then you have the gold hardware. So I think it's an all-around winning combination. Don't you feel that way? But in general, this tote is amazing. It's spacious. It's comfortable. Every time that I use it, I feel like I grin like an idiot from ear to ear. And to be honest with you, I feel like all of these items, I grin like an idiot whenever I go to use them. So I have a feeling you might hear that quite a bit throughout the video. But anywho, yeah, I think it's great. And I knew that I'd like this bag. I just didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. But like I said, it's very, very comfortable. It's very, it's lightweight as well. I do currently have an organizer in here. I did have to get an organizer because this denim isn't very sturdy. So it kind of turns into that beautiful mess. But look at that. Look at how spacious that is. I'm able to fit all of my daily essentials and then some. I've used this as a work tote as well, and it's been wonderful. And what I really like about this bag is the fact that these straps, I don't feel that they end up falling off of my shoulder. I find that usually happens with some of the totes that I have in my collection. I go to put them on and then little by little they start creeping off of my shoulder. That drives me nuts, and I have not experienced that with this bag whatsoever. The magnetic closure is just amazing. As I'm trying to show you how amazing it is. It's amazing. It's sturdy. It's a great bag. It's a great, great bag. And I think it is wonderful. So for me, I feel like this was it was a nice surprise because, like I said before, I liked it, but I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, and I'm having a blast using it. So the Gucci Ophidia Denim Tote, actually that whole line, that whole denim line, I think is wonderful. Another handbag on this list is the beautiful Loewe puzzle bag in the size small, and this is in the color Scarlet. This is such an amazing bag, and for the longest time I've been a huge fan of the puzzle bag. I remember talking about it on my handbag of the week a couple of years ago, and I've always been intrigued by it. I've seen it here and there, but I'm so happy that I finally decided to pull the trigger because now I really see what the hype is or what the fuss is when it comes to Loewe's leather. It is incredible. It is so soft. This bag is very, very comfortable for the most part, even though it does come with a shoulder strap. I don't really end up using it too often. I more so tend to see this strap as a decorative addition to it, kind of like the Givenchy Antigona. I like the way that this looks. For me personally, I do prefer to either hand carry it or use it on the crook of my arm. I think that way is perfect. But I love it. I absolutely love it. The color is perfection. I love the hardware as well because it is silver. And I think it adds, I think it just adds to the overall look of this bag. One of the things that I've always loved about it is that you don't see it too often. And I feel like it's not necessarily a secret, but I feel like it's one of those handbags that when you do see it in the wild, at least for myself, it makes me appreciate it that much more because I feel like it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb because it doesn't have like giant logos. It doesn't have quilts. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. I feel like it's a very unique handbag, and no other bag in my collection looks like this. And like I said, when you see it out in the wild, I just kind of I'm like, oh, that's a puzzle bag. I can see it from a mile away or what have you. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I certainly do. I love the colors that this is available in. The small has been perfect for my lifestyle. I can definitely see myself getting the medium as well, just because it would be a little bit more generous as far as the opening goes. But I'm able to fit all of my essentials in here, no problem. And years ago, I always thought that maybe this flap would would kind of, not that it'd be make it cumbersome, but I thought that it wouldn't be the best design. I felt like this, the zipper would end up getting too hidden or what have you because of this, this flap here, but I have not experienced that whatsoever. I'm able to put all of my essentials in here and retrieve them quite nicely without any issues. The only thing I will say is that if you do have a full size, like a zippy wallet, with those, you can fit them in here, of course, but I feel like you definitely have to put them in at an angle in order to fit them in a little bit better than say maybe a flat card holder or an OZIP coin purse or something that's a little bit more compact. But I still am able to see everything at a glance, and I think that this bag is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Another handbag that's on this list is, of course, the Chanel Coco handle in the size mini and the black caviar leather and gold hardware. Okay, so this bag, I feel like I've talked about it so many times, especially on Minks Monday. I had a lot of people ask me what I thought about it. I always thought it was great. I love the size. It's not too big. It's not too small. I love the fact that they come with these removable straps. So that way, if you wanted to add a different strap, you have that option. For me personally, I really do prefer to hand carry this bag as well. I feel like for myself, I'm either a shoulder bag type of person or I'm a hand carry bag. I'm not the biggest fan of crossbody. That's not something that I look for when it comes to a handbag. Of course, I do appreciate what it brings to the table. Don't get me wrong, but for me personally, I just prefer either hand carry, crook of my arm, or shoulder bag. But anywho, I digress. With this bag, I will admit, I didn't know if I should go for the small or the mini because they ended up changing the names, and the small is, of course, a little bit bigger than this, and I didn't know. I was like, okay, maybe this one's going to be too small. Maybe I'm not going to be able to fit as much as I want. That hasn't been the case. I do have to downsize into smaller SLGs, but even with that said, you still have quite a bit of space in this first pocket, and I like that aspect. I am so happy that I decided to go for this bag in the color black. If you guys saw my whole dilemma, I was deciding between either white or black. I'm so happy that I went with the black because I have noticed that when I do carry this bag, if I go to use this strap and I put it on my shoulder, I've noticed that it has a tendency to kind of swing out, and I have hit walls, I have hit furniture. I don't know, maybe it's operator error, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I am so clumsy with this bag, and I just know, had I gotten it in white, these corners would have been trashed. So I know that a lot of people tell me that that's the one thing to look out for when it comes to the Coco handle. It starts to show wear and tear the most on the corners here. I haven't experienced that, and I love the feet that it has because yeah, I don't have to worry about the abrasive surfaces on the bottom. Now for this next bag, I haven't used it as much as some of my other handbags this year, but I still think it's one of my best purchases because every time that I bring it out, every time that I use it, I just get so incredibly giddy. Like I said previously, I feel like an idiot. I grin from ear to ear every time that I use it, and I find myself just staring at it in the sun. I am talking about the Prada Crystal Bag, the re-edition Crystal Bag. This is an awesome bag. Now I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. So some people feel it's a little much. However, I am a magpie, and anything that's shiny and sparkly always catches my attention. But I feel like this bag is just, it's beyond. For me, it is beyond. It is so ridiculously shiny. It is so ridiculously sparkly. Whether you're under the sun, wherever you are, I feel like this bag, you can see it from like miles and miles away. At least it catches my eye. But I think it's great, and the size, even though it is smaller, it's actually quite spacious. I'm able to fit all of my daily essentials in here. The wallets, of course, I do have to go a little bit smaller to be able to maximize my space. But even then, I'm crazy about this bag. I think it is so incredibly beautiful. I haven't had any issues with any of the stones popping off or anything like that. If they release this bag in red, I am going to lose I'm not even gonna say it. You guys already know where I'm going. But yeah, I think it would be be amazing. This, of course, is the black. They've also had this bag in pink, gray, and white. I think all of them look amazing. Just for me personally, I felt like the black just really makes those crystals sing a little bit more. But I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. And the fact that I'm still able to carry all of my essentials, it's very shiny. It's like the perfect bag for a magpie. I feel like it checks off all of the marks, you know? So love, love, love the Prada Crystal Bag. And I often like to pair it up with something else that you guys are going to see a little bit later on in the video. Some of you might think, okay, Minnie, that's a little bit much, but again, knowing that I'm a magpie, I don't think anybody's gonna be surprised. All right, now for the last handbags, the three that I'm about to show you guys are a tie. I do have them in other colors and other sizes, but these three definitely, I feel, end up taking the cake for some of the best purchases for 2021. And you guys have heard me talk about these bags for the last 6 months nonstop. Some of you already know what I'm gonna talk about. Some of you, I'm sure, are like, dude, shut up already. We've heard enough about them, stop. But many of you guys know that when I really like something, not only do I talk about it often, I also feel like I want to shout it from the rooftops, and these are no different. I think that they are amazing. I've said it before and I will say it again, by far, some of the best money I have ever spent on a handbag. And I'm not trying to take away anything from the bags that I just shared with you. I still love them and I still think that they're amazing purchases. But these three, I feel like if it was a Minnie's handbag for 2021, it would be one of these. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. And I am talking about the Marc Jacobs tote bags, whether it's the small leather in the color argan oil, the mini leather in the color red, or the small canvas in the color black. These bags are absolutely amazing and I cannot recommend them enough. Now the small black canvas, funny thing is that I didn't want to go for this bag for two reasons. One, I have way too many black bags, although we all know I don't really feel that way. I feel like there's no such thing as too many black bags, but still, I was like, okay, let's go for color. And the other reason was because I felt like the black would end up attracting lint like crazy. Now it does end up attracting lint, but even with that said, I still absolutely love it. This canvas is ridiculously sturdy. It's very, very durable. I haven't had any issues with like the corners wearing out or anything like that. And I also like the fact that it ends up kind of staying in the upright position without having to need an organizer, although I know some people do end up using an organizer with this. And not only that, I feel like even though it's very durable, and it's very sturdy, it's still not a heavy bag. It's not a heavy canvas either. So it makes it that much more lightweight and that much more comfortable to be able to use. But it does come with a removable adjustable fabric strap, again adding to the comfort of it. But it is so spacious. I've used this as a work tote many of times, and I mean, look at that. You can end up using this, as I said before, for many, many different aspects of your life, whether it's a work tote, a travel tote, a diaper bag, an everyday bag, what have you. These are amazing, and I feel like it is such a workhorse when it comes to this type of material. Now with the small leather, just like the canvas, it is also very, very spacious. I've used this as a work tote many of times as well. It does come with a removable adjustable leather strap. I actually don't end up using it. I prefer to hand carry this bag or use it on the crook of my arm. But this leather, I mean, it's soft. It's not stiff whatsoever. I can literally do this and then it still ends up looking fabulous. I don't use an organizer in this either, but this leather is absolutely incredible. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the mini, I mean, in terms of color, I mean, check that out. This red, it's not like this funky red. It's not an orange red either. I think it is a beautiful shade of red. And the mini size, even though it is mini, it's still very, very spacious. I'm able to fit all of my daily essentials and then some. And the mini in leather also comes with a removable adjustable strap. I don't really use this too often. Again, I do prefer to hand carry it, but it's amazing. And the leather is just like the other, and look at that. absolutely fantastic. On to small leather goods. Now, the majority of the SLGs that I'm going to be sharing with you in just a moment are on this best purchase list, mostly because of their versatility. Now, you guys have heard me talk about versatility many of times. It's something that's very important to me when it comes to handbags, and especially when it comes to SLGs. I want to be able to incorporate something into my collection or into my lifestyle various ways, not just as one way, not just as that way, or what have you. I want to be able to I want it to have multiple uses for me. And like I said before, I feel like the majority of these definitely do, starting with the beautiful Gucci Ophidia key pouch. Now, this key pouch, I have used this little guy to death, and I honestly feel like it has taken my collection by storm. I always end up leaning towards it just because of its size. It's small, but it definitely ends up packing a punch. It's very spacious, and I think it is incredible. I have used it as a key pouch. I've used it as a wallet, as a mini handbag, as a cosmetics case, as a catch-all, and I feel like I'm always looking for other ways that I can end up incorporating it into my lifestyle. I think it is wonderful. The craftsmanship has been perfect. I've had no issues with pop stitches. I've had no issues with the canvas. I've had no issues with chipping hardware or anything like that. It pretty much looks identical to when I got it. I think I got it, I want to say, was it March or May? I can't remember, but all I can say is that I feel like I pretty much use it on the daily, and I'm happy about it. But look at how spacious that is. I love it. And the fact that it does come with the little key ring just adds to the versatility of it. So super happy I was able to add this little guy. As of this recording, this item is not available on the website. It is sold out on the website. You do have to go into the boutique. But if you guys are looking for a Gucci SLG that is very durable, that is very versatile, and that is under $500, I highly recommend this because it is just absolutely amazing. Super crazy about the Ophidia key pouch. All right, now this next item is the Chanel Beauty CC pouch, or the Mini O pouch, or the Mini O case. I know that it has a few different names, but this is in the white caviar leather with the silver hardware. And you guys know that when it comes to the Chanel Beauty CC pouch, I definitely have a weakness for it. I do have other colors, but I am crazy about them because I love using them as little catch-alls. I love using them for cosmetics, but I particularly like to use them as a wallet. They are perfect for a wallet because that way I don't have to fold my cash multiple times. Not only that, their size is perfect for their smaller handbags because I'm able to maximize my space within my smaller handbags because these are a little bit more slender, so it's not too bulky. I love that. I love the detail of the CC at the end of the zipper there, but they are awesome. I think that they're absolutely amazing. And I will be honest with you. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about white handbags so many times on my channel. You guys have heard me talk about white SLGs. And there was a moment, you guys know I'm not into babying things anymore. I'm definitely not that many anymore. There was a moment when I was thinking, okay, am I nuts for going for a white SLG? Because I thought, okay, it'll end up getting really dirty really fast. I am really hard on the Beauty CC pouches. And like I said before, I don't baby them. So there was a moment where I was like, okay, I am nuts for going for white. It's going to get color transfer. It's going to look dingy. It's going to look this, blah, blah, blah. All these things, right? All these negatives. I quickly got that out of my mind because I do think it is absolutely stunning. It is like a bright white, and with the silver hardware, I think it's gorgeous. And I am happy to say that I have not had zero color transfer, no stainings. It has not started to yellow, nothing, absolutely nothing. And that makes me even happier because, you know, I have been kind of apprehensive to go for a white handbag because of the yellowing and, you know, all these things. But this just kind of restores my faith in white handbags and white SLGs, if you want to, because it has been holding up amazingly well. I'm definitely not as afraid of color transfer. I'm not as afraid of this. I'm not as afraid of that. And the fact that I have been able to use it the way that I have, the fact that I have put it through the ringer and it still looks the way that it does, makes me so so, so happy. I'm absolutely in love. But when it comes to Beauty CC pouches in general, highly, highly recommend them. All right, moving on to a little bit of color, the Prada nylon pouch. So this guy, you guys have heard me gush about it many times. I love the color. This nylon material is amazing. So ridiculously durable. After I got this, I had so many people tell me, they sent me messages on Instagram that they've had their nylon pieces for decades and it's still going strong. And that makes me so, so happy. But this Prada nylon pouch, I love the color, but I really like the fact that it does come with a removable, adjustable little leather wristlet. So that way, if you wanted to use it as a wristlet, you have that option. I've used this and I talked about it on my last Minks Monday. I kind of dubbed this my mini handbag because I've been able to fit all of my handbag essentials in here without any problems. Of course, you do have to downsize, but still, look at how spacious that is. That is insane. If you use this for your cosmetics, if you use this for your lipsticks, you have so much space, and I love that. It does come with a little zippered compartment on the interior, which I think is great. But these little pouches, I mean, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They have a variety of different colors. I also have a black one that I got at the outlet, but I really love this one because it comes, again, with the little removable wristlet. So that way, if I wanted to use it like so, or if you wanted to attach it to a D-ring inside of your handbag, you can also do that. I mean, it's just great. It's absolutely great. And this color is just, it's beautiful. It's a bright, not a bright, it's a hot, hot pink, like a fuchsia. I think that's what it was. It was a fuchsia. And I cannot deny a good pink at all. And for my last small leather good, that is the Chanel O-Zip coin purse in the gold hammered leather and the gold hardware. I love, love, love this SLG. You guys know that I do have a weakness when it comes to Chanel O-Zip coin purses. I have a few in my collection, but this is my end-all be-all wallet. And the reason why is because I love the size that it has. It's small, but it packs a punch because it does come with 3 little compartments. So you can literally go from a full-size wallet into something like this. And I think that's amazing. And that way, if you wanted to use a smaller handbag, you can still end up maximizing your space. So I think that's wonderful. And what I really love about this one, the reason why it's on my list, because of course you guys know I'm a huge fan of this type of wallet. I also like the fact that it comes with an exterior pocket. None of my other Chanel O-Zip coin purses come with an exterior pocket. And I really like this because that way you have easier access either to cash or a credit card or your driver's license or what have you. So I love that aspect. But another reason why it's on this list is because of the color. I mean, anything gaudy, anything gold, anything super, super extra, I am here for. And this guy is just amazing. So anything like with the gold metallics, I am a huge, huge fan of. So when I saw this O-Zip coin purse, my jaw hit the floor and and I knew that I wanted to add it to my collection, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I also have 2 pairs of shoes that I want to share with you. The first ones are the Alexander Wang Crystal Embellished Anya slides. These slides are amazing. And up until maybe a couple of days ago, it started to get really cold here in Southern California. So I have been using these guys to death. They are crazy, crazy comfortable. And this is the shoe that I was talking about that I often like to pair with the Prada Crystal Bag because I want my outfit to be just that much more extra. So I have the crystal on my shoulder and I have the crystal on my feet as well. And I am here for it, all right? I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I absolutely love it. These crystals are amazing. They shine like crazy. And I really like the fact that they also have prongs to hold the crystal, so that way you don't have to worry about losing them. I haven't lost a single crystal either, so that makes me very, very happy. But even with the prongs that they have, they don't catch on like carpet. They don't catch on You know how like sometimes when you have prongs, if they end up being a little bit spiky, they end up catching onto things. I definitely haven't experienced that with these. And another thing that I really like about these slides, like I said, they're very, very comfortable. I've been able to use them for hours on end, no problem, no blisters whatsoever. And that's really because this part here where it has the crystals, you have a fabric strap, and the fabric strap does have the memory foam, so it adds to that comfort, and you don't have to worry about them stretching out either. So in a way, it almost kind of forms to your foot, which I really love. And the arch on here isn't too high either. I don't have a very high arch, so these are perfect. But I think that they are amazing. And again, the fact that they sparkle like crazy, I mean, they're so me. They are so me. I did pick these up in a size 40. I'm pretty much a size 40 on all of the luxury footwear, so these have been wonderful. The other pair of shoes is a pair of sneakers. I feel like it couldn't be one of my videos without some sneakers. However, they are not Vans this time. They are Converse. These are the Converse Run Star Hike Low. I think that's the name. Hopefully I'm not butchering it. If I am, I will put the real name or whatever they are, whatever the name is, on the screen here. But these sneakers are crazy comfortable, and I'm a big fan of Chuck Taylors in general. You guys know that, but when I saw these, I fell in love. I think that they're great, and this platform here adds some nice height to me, all right, because I am 5'5", and I feel like I'm a little bit, I don't think I'm on the shorter side, but I'm average, but I want to be able to have a little bit more height. So the fact that these do have that platform gives me that height that I am looking for, you know, so I love that. But they're very, very comfortable. I will have to say they are somewhat heavy. So I just wanted to throw that out there. They are somewhat heavy, but they are very, very comfortable. I did end up going for these. I'm usually a size 9 when it comes to Converse, and I did have to size down. These are an 8.5. They are a little bit wider on the toe box here. So just also wanted to throw that just in case, but you guys might have experienced something different. They're your typical Converse, but they have a little bit more, I keep saying that in this video, but they have a little bit more oomph. They have a little bit more, they're thick. They are thick. And I love it. Absolutely love it. But if you guys are looking to add these sneakers, I highly recommend them. But just remember, as I said before, they are a little bit on the heavier side, and I did have to size down, although some people have mentioned that they do run true to size. So in all honesty, I would recommend going into the store and trying them on. That way you know exactly what size to go for, and you don't have to deal with returning or buying and returning online or what have you. But I absolutely love those sneakers, and in all honesty, besides the slides, I feel like the Converse Run Star Hike Low, or whatever they're called, they have been my go-to shoes for like the last few months. So I am absolutely crazy about them. Now, the last item that I wanted to talk about might seem like it's a little bit out of place because I've never talked about it on camera. I've never shared it on any of my social media platforms, but it has been the biggest game changer for me, and I just have to talk about it just a little bit, all right? Just a little bit. But I wanted to talk about the amazing Revlon OneStep Hair Dryer and Volumizer Titanium Max Edition. This guy has been absolutely amazing. All right. Now, for the longest time, I was really like, okay, maybe it's just hype because I heard about it a lot. I've seen a lot of it on social media as well. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just a gimmick. Maybe it's just a, you know, whatever. But about 6 months ago, my hairstylist ended up moving away, and I didn't find a new stylist. And one of the things that I loved about the stylist that I had is the way that she would make my hair look at the very end after she dyed my hair. I mean, the blowout that she gave me, or whatever it's called, my hair looks so shiny. It looks so healthy. It was like frizz free. It was amazing. And for the longest time, I've tried to replicate what she was doing, and I have failed every single time. And it wasn't until I decided to give this guy a chance, and I'm so happy that I did, because this is the closest I have gotten to what my stylist would do for me. It is amazing. It has a 2.4 inch barrel. It has 3 different settings. You have cool, low, and high. I think it's 1100 watts, and it is just fabulous. One of the things that I've always hated about drying my hair is when I have the hair dryer on one hand, I have my hairbrush in the other, and since I have really long hair and I have really heavy hair, I'm sitting there for what seems like 25-30 minutes, and afterwards my hair feels like straw. And mind you, I use I use like the serums, I use all that stuff for, so that my hair doesn't get dried out, and for frizz free, what have you. Even with all those things that I use, my hair still looks like shiza afterwards. So I'm sitting there, and afterwards, because I'm doing it for so long, my arms start to feel like jello, and it's not a really fun experience, all right? Maybe it's operator error, I have no idea, probably. But I just don't have the time for it, and it drives me nuts. So again, I decided to give this a try, and my hair dries within maybe 10-15 minutes at most. My hair doesn't feel like straw. It's very, very shiny. It looks healthy, and best of all, these bristles don't end up pulling my hair either. I have a pretty sensitive scalp, and it has just been by far one of the best items that I have purchased this entire year. I think it is amazing. I did buy it at Costco. I think I paid, I want to say $34 or $39.99. I think they currently have it for $44 if you go to the warehouse. But yeah, so I paid $34 or $39.99, and it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is what I used on my hair before I sat down to do this video. I really wish I would have done it before and after so you guys could see what it looks like, or like during the process of, but my hair feels healthy. It doesn't feel like straw, and it's shiny. It's just, I mean, it's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. So I had to include it in this video. Like I said, it might seem like it's a little bit out of place, but it is just absolutely wonderful. I still use the same serums like the frizz free and whatnot, and I feel like there's such a huge difference between what I was doing before and what I do now with this airbrush or hairbrush dryer, whatever it's called. Awesome. Absolutely amazing. So I am eating my words, because like I said before, I thought that it was just a gimmick. I thought it was caca, I don't know, what have you, but it definitely isn't. It is amazing. But anywho, I digress, because I know that was a little bit of a longer spiel on that thing. But here we are at the very end of this video. Did any of these items surprise you? I don't think so, because I've been talking about them quite a bit throughout this year, except for, of course, the last item that I shared with you. But yeah, these items have been amazing, and I'm really looking forward to doing reviews on many of them, on some of the things that I haven't done reviews on. If there's something that you guys want me to do a review on, let me know in the comment section down below. But I am curious, what have been some of your best purchases for 2021? Let us know in the comment section down below. But that does it for my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.